There is so much that we can learn from farmers as people who are in business or entrepreneurship. When a farmer goes to the farm, they have, first of all, they have the seed. Okay. Now take note, that seed they have, they can actually use it even to eat it at home. Maybe they can grind it. Maybe if it's made seed, they can make meal from there. They eat and they forget about it. Last piece of what they have, and then they put it in the soil. The last resources that they have, they put that in the soil. And when they do that, it is very risky. Okay, it is very risky. They don't know whether the money they have put there is going to come back. Sometimes maybe the rains will not be there and they will have to lose that money, but they'll put that maize seed or whatever seed by faith. They just put it there in the soil. Okay, if this farmer says, I'm not gonna bury my seed, okay, I'm not gonna bury my seed, I'll eat the seed. What will happen to that farmer? That farmer will eat that money, will eat that seed, and there will be no harvesting. Meaning in the coming years, that farmer will be poor and will die in poverty. So if the farmer says, no, I think I don't have the patience to wait for this, I think I'm abandoning this farm, then when the farmer goes away, immediately they are cut off from the benefits that the farm can give them. Okay? Think about yourself like a farmer. Okay? So you want to start a business, fine. You have something that you want to invest. Just like a farmer has something they want to put in the soil. Okay? So you also have something that you want to invest. And then now when you want to invest, have the patience that the farmer has to bury the money in the soil and forget about everything. Okay? To bury the money and you don't even know when the money is going to come back. Okay? This farmer, they actually don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that money they have put in the soil, maybe there will not be rains. Okay? Maybe that money you have invested, maybe you will not make profits. Maybe you make losses. Okay? What happens? Do you have that patience when you think about starting a business? Okay? Do you have the heart in you? There was a time when we had a drought in Zambia, and I'm sure that was last year. And this person invested about 200,000 in the farm. Okay, and then we had no rains. And then this person, because the heart was boiling so much, he got drums of liters of water trying to spray along the farm, which cannot even work. But at the end of the day, the crops died, they were yellow and all that stuff. And people lost money, they bought fertilizers, they did what, and money was lost. Okay? You see, this is same applies. Okay, when I see people very excited about starting businesses, what they think about is that, okay, when I start a business, I'll start eating, I'll start doing this, it will give me profits. If this is a mindset that you have, I wouldn't advise you to actually venture into any type of business, because any business that you wish to start, first of all, it will start to test your faith. Do you have the capacity? Do you have the heart to stay within that business? Okay, are you strong enough? How are your BP levels, eh? How are your BP levels? Last time I was posting, I said on my Facebook page, I said, guys, if you ever wish to start a business, go first, be diagnosed of BPs. Check if you have BP. Check your BP levels before you get any further. Why? Because there'll be so many things that will come along. I've heard of people that have committed suicides. I've heard of people that have done, they've just literally ended their lives because what they were expecting out of the business, it is totally different. No matter how much you are starting with as a business, there will be a moment when it will try to test you. There will be a moment, no matter, business is very cruel to anyone. It's very cruel to anyone. Okay? Whether you have small capital, whether you have big capital, medium capital, it will come to test you. Why? Because when you want to do something, you are learning that thing. Okay? And everywhere where there are lessons, there's no lesson that comes for free. That's why even if we have free education in Zambia, but still you have to buy your own books, you have to buy whatever. Every education is costly. Even if the government says it's free, but there will be other costs that you'll be incurring for your education. Okay? So anywhere where they're in business is actually losses. Okay? And people don't have that patience. People are not like farmers. Okay? They are not like farmers. They are not willing to sacrifice what they have for the better future. And if you are a farmer, for example, you put the money in the soil. Maybe if you have 10 bags of maize, put it in the soil. In the next coming year, you have maybe 100 bags of maize, of which you sell 90, you remain with the 10, you put that back into the soil. Okay, you see, that's the way it is. Even as you are starting a business, you must be a person who's willing to sacrifice the life that you want to live. Sometimes I do have the money to buy even bigger things. You know, there was a time when someone came and was flashing a car in my eyes, and he was telling me how cheap it was. He wanted to sell it. I had the money in my account, okay, and I was gonna buy it right then and there without even a hesitation. But when I looked at my business, I thought, no, no, no. If this money, if I took this money, I invested in my business, I can have maybe 3 times more, and then I can buy this car in the future. And that's how I suspended the program. You see that? So sometimes you have to be willing to bury the money and you eat it in the future. And those people that will abandon the farm because the farm has not given them yields right there and then at the time they want, they will never see anything. They will never fight poverty. They will never come out of poverty. They will stay within that poverty. Okay? Even if you, whatever business you want to venture into, please have the heart, have the willingness of staying longer periods of time. Sometimes I was thinking to myself, what kind of a life is this? You know, I've been working for 4 years, and the only time that I'm out of town, the only time I'm not working is because maybe I'm going to do another business elsewhere. And it's been like that for 4 solid years. Even when I say, okay, let me go out for this, let me do this. Even when I'm going out, I'm going on a business trip, then I'm going to do that, whatever thing I wish to do at the end of the day. So what am I telling you? You have to sacrifice a lot of things as you start in your business journey. But if you don't have that heart to sacrifice, I would urge you to just stop, leave it, because it will really disappoint you. My name is Sika. See you in the next video. But if you ever wish to talk to me, my number is +260 979 510170. Okay, and if you ever wish to buy a book for phone accessory business, I have this book, and it is going only at $5 US. Very cheapest book I'm selling. And people that have read the book, they have been telling me, Sika, this book is exceptional, this book is great, and it is helping them start their own businesses. There's also another book that I am writing, generally not just with phone accessories, but with the disciplining stuff part of the business. Okay, so that's about it, guys, and see you in the next one.